I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my creative healing course is filled with hours of exclusive content. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about she was annoyed and distracted.
Doesn't sound good.
No, sometimes when a relationship is struggling, you'll notice that your partner's mood will change and they start, snapping at you, they're irritable, they're lashing out, they're picking fights with you. And a lot of times when we see that, it sends us into kind of a meltdown,
right,
where we kind of lose emotional self-control and, in an effort to try and repair that connection, but it often makes it worse. It's helpful when you can be patient in those kind of situations. Right. And sometimes just giving your partner space can do that. So something to think about when you see your partner struggling with their mood, right?
Yep.
Today, I have an interesting email coaching that I wanted to share with you guys. I thought you would find this one interesting. It's about a guy who is in his early 40s, and he was married, and he has 3 kids with another woman. Now, they've been separated for a couple years, but not officially divorced, okay? Now, he said that he was ghosted by his girlfriend who's in her early 50s, okay? They met last spring while they were out rock climbing, okay? He said the courtship proceeded quickly, hot and heavy, and she told me she loved him by July. So,
wow.
4 months, right? May, June, July, roughly 3-4 months.
Yep.
She was very loving, buying me gifts, cooking me food, sending me messages. All sounds great so far, right?
Yeah.
At the end of November, she became less enthusiastic and showed up later for dates. I broke my leg and couldn't see her a lot as I was recovering. At the end of December, she was quieter than normal, and at one point during dinner, mentioned to me that some guy on the street had tried to pick her up.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see if this comes back up. I don't know yet. Do I? We met at a supermarket in February. No kiss hello, and she was annoyed and distracted.
Oh.
So you could see slowly going downhill here these last couple months. Climbing the next day, she was cold, no eye contact, and after at the car, we went to a hotel where we had okay-ish sex. That's how he described it.
Okay.
Okay-ish. When we parted, she had a sad look when we kissed. She then ran to her car and sped off. Meanwhile, she's not communicating anything to this guy.
Nothing.
Right? In the middle of February, I texted her to chat, and I got a text about being sick all day. So now she's claiming to be sick. And that she would contact me tomorrow. Think that happened?
No.
No. Silence. I didn't text her or call her, but gave her 8 days chance to reply when I rang her phone one time. About a week later, after that, to no avail. So he was patient.
Yes, he was.
He did give her over a week and she didn't reply. I hadn't seen her in 6 weeks, but started learning guitar, lost 10 pounds, working out, gone out with a few other women on dates, and planned a week's climb for myself.
Good for him.
Later in March, I bumped into her at a climbing gym. I went over and said hi. She was seemingly very happy to see me. I didn't confront her, but said it was good to see her. She seemed confused when I acted normal and asked me, "Did you not get my messages?" Apparently, she lost her phone. Okay, so she's saying to him, "Did you not get my messages?"
Yeah. And if you had, you wouldn't be acting so normal.
I'm confused here because what does this... The next sentence he says, apparently she lost her phone. But then how did she message you if she lost her phone? This is confusing. Let me go on here. Maybe it'll make more sense if we keep going. I told her I was sorry for not opening her up the last time she seemed distant. So he's blaming himself. And that I simply said I missed her, still wanted to see her, and that if she felt the same, to get in touch. Okay, he just told her.
Fair enough.
I'd like to see you. If you want to, get in touch. She said, well, I still have your email, so I'll contact you. This phone thing sounds like BS to me. I think she's using an excuse.
Okay, I still have your email. All right.
So if you got my email, great. Now you have an easy way to contact me if you're really interested, right? We parted well, and when leaving, we both glanced over at each other and shared a smile. I'm happy that I apologized and stated what I wanted.
What did you apologize for?
Not opening her up.
Oh, I see.
But it seemed like she wasn't communicating.
No, she wasn't.
It seems like it was more...
saying, I'm sorry I didn't ask you what was going on. Okay.
Seems like it was more on her to communicate...
Absolutely.
...than him. Mm-hmm. He said 2 major problems that I said I was going to get divorced and spend more time with her, and I have not yet, and she's not a good communicator. Okay, well, you know, get the divorce, but it didn't sound like she was complaining about that very much.
He didn't mention that before, but there's no woman that's happy dating someone who isn't divorced.
Yeah. And she's not a good communicator. I'll agree with that one.
And didn't they say they had one of those jackrabbit starts?
Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
Is this the real start of no contact? And is it worth leaving her alone? Focusing on sorting out my personal situation, meaning getting divorced and sort out custody, and then contact her, or just sort out my crap and see if she contacts me. I miss her dearly. Okay. I think she's giving excuses about the phone. I'm not buying it. No. Because if it was really about losing the phone, she could have emailed him months ago.
There are things she could have done. Yes,
she could have stopped at his house. I lost my phone, but I wanted to see you. Yep. So I'm not buying the phone situation. I think she felt awkward seeing him in person and was just pretending she was like happy to see him and, oh yeah, no, yeah, I got your email. I think that's what's going on here. Now, if she is interested, she'll email him. It's that simple, I think. Mm-hmm. She told him, I'll email you. So if she does, then you know she really wants to see you.
Now, over what period of time did they see each other?
They started dating in the spring of last year. Okay. And it went good until about the fall. And that's when you know, she seemed to be getting upset, but not telling him why, at least from what we can tell.
And again, you know, if you have that really fast start, oftentimes this happens when whichever partner is the more avoidant gets scared.
Yep. So,
but he seems to think the divorce is an issue for her. It probably is.
Yeah, it could be, but why disappear the way that she did?
Right. Which was
speeding off, not communicating.
It's close to.
And then saying, "Did you not get my messages?" Wait a minute. I thought you lost your phone. What? It doesn't add up.
It makes no sense at all. No.
Right?
No.
Okay. I'm glad you see it
No,
that way too.
not at all.
So I think she didn't want to see him anymore for whatever reason, bumped into him and was just being polite and, pleasantries. Because if she really wanted to talk to him, she could have emailed him long before.
Long before. Right.
So that's what tells me the phone is just an excuse.
Right.
So yeah, I wouldn't reach out to this girl.
No.
Because if she really is interested, she's going to email you, right? And she told you, I still have your email. Or she'll come over to you at the climbing gym and say, hey, how about Thursday night we go out? Or something like that.
Okay.
So I feel like you took responsibility for this situation falling apart when I feel like she needed to communicate more. Based on what I'm reading here, it was tough to see any complaints that she even had.
Right. And he's saying to her, I'm sorry I didn't explore further what was bothering you, but I don't know that that was his job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, I can see to some extent you want to try and make an effort to understand what's going on with the person.
Well, let's also remember that he's done very well since the breakup. He was saying he was working
you're
out.
Right. Lost the weight.
10 pounds, yeah.
So, see what happens. If she reaches out to you, invite her to hang out, and hopefully you'll hear some transparency about what happened, what really happened, some honesty about this is what was bothering me, or this is why I didn't think we were going to work, something. But I wouldn't go back into this blindly unless she starts saying this is what was really going on with me.
And still apologizing.
Yeah, because I'm just not buying the phone thing.
No, me either.
So that's what I would do here. Keep going forward, keep making the progress that you are, and see what she does.
And certainly keep working on your issues, which you've done a very good job of already. But he does have a major situation to get straightened out.
Yeah.
And if he hasn't made decisions, he really needs to finish making decisions before he can go on with his life.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of implies that the divorce was an issue, but it's not clear.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But to what extent, it was tricky to navigate that. Okay, so hopefully you found this one helpful. Of course, if you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, I do Skype. Margaret, of course, is available for Skype coaching.
If you'd like to talk with me, please sign up.
Just click on Margaret on the top of the website to do that. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon. To get my help personally, go to askcraig.net and click on Schedule Coaching and choose the option that works best for you. I do email coaching or Skype. To schedule a coaching with Margaret, click on Margaret on the top of the page and order a Skype with her. For the Knowledge Creative Healing course, click on the link at the top of the page and click Get Started Now.